Hey, welcome back to Vaguely Adults. Yes, we're still wearing the same clothes, but hey, I've got a hat on now. I'm one of your hosts, Sarana, and
I'm Shirley.
what are we doing today?
Today we are talking about the funnest subject ever, post-event blues.
Otherwise known as like post-blank depression.
Yeah, I almost said post-Great Depression. I was like,
I'm
that's
not
right.
No,
It's
not
true.
no. Considering we've also just gone through a Great Depression.
And I am in a constant state of great depression.
Hey, I was listening to this podcast. I was listening to Mamrie and Grace Helbig's this might get weird, and they were talking about things that Gen Zers hate that millennials do. We're like cusp millennials, right? We're on the younger side of the millennial gang, and they were talking about how they really hate self-deprecating humor and how people joke about depression. Like, depression is not something to joke about, but hey, it's my coping mechanism.
But also, if I don't laugh, I'll cry. And I say that with me and my sister make, like, trigger warning, like, jokes all the time.
Yeah, we're not putting that in.
Yeah, okay.
We can't put that.
We make a lot of self-deprecating jokes.
Yeah.
And it's just, and the thing is, I never realized how bad it was until we made a joke in front of my cousin and he looked at us concerned and was like, "Are you guys okay?"
No, but thanks for asking.
And I was like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "Yeah, that was a pretty like strong comment you made there." And I was like, "I don't know what you're talking about. It was a joke. Laugh. Like don't be an egg white. Or have some egg white." Dang, I messed up the joke. Because you're all yolks. That was a joke. But I messed it up. It's fine. Ignore that. Erase that.
I'm gonna leave that in. It's close enough. But yeah, so what's your post-event blues all about?
Oh, I have so many. So,
I mean, if you watched the previous episodes a couple weeks back, you'll know. You'll know.
If you know, you know. Play the song. She knows, and she knows.
Can't copyright.
It's fine. It's a TikTok thing. If you're on TikTok, you know
I'm
talking about.
On TikTok, but I know
because I send you all the TikToks that come up on my For You page. But post-event blues. So, picture this. It is the year 2020. It is March. There's been a handful of cases of COVID in New York. Tickets for Comic-Con are supposed to go on sale middle of March. Suddenly, New York is in a state of emergency.
Yep.
And everything is shut down. And I'm told I will be having 2 weeks off from work. I am excited. Those 2 weeks turned into 4 months. I got paid for it, so I was still excited. But Comic-Con gets canceled. No Comic-Con that year. I mean, yeah, I guess people could get sick or whatever. And no Comic-Con that year. Then 2021 rolls around. We're back in March. Shirley is back at work. She has her appointments to get vaccinated, but is not vaccinated yet. It is March, mid-March. It is April. No Comic-Con tickets have gone on sale. Sad. It is not going to happen this year either. Boom. Shirley is vaccinated in July or June.
Close around there, yeah.
One of the J's. Boom. Comic-Con tickets go on sale. Limited amount. Boom. Shirley spends like $600 on tickets for me and my sister for all 4 days. And we are super excited. And now we have something to look forward to. We didn't get to go the year before. We had gone the last 3 years.
It was tradition by that point.
Yeah, it became a tradition. We went, and then didn't happen in 2020. We didn't think it was going to happen in 2021. Then it did. Tickets went on sale. Thankfully, it was on a day that I was off from work. We managed to get tickets for all 4 days, which is rare because Saturdays sell out so fast because it's the best day. But we got tickets, and then we were super, super excited. And we were so excited that we also got a ticket for 2 of my younger cousins. One who had gone with us in 2019 for the first time ever, and he loved it because he's a big video game nerd and comic book nerd. And his little brother, who just turned 10 this year, or turned 10 this year. My math.
Time is just an illusion.
Turned 10 this year, and he had wanted to go the previous year, but he was too young, and so...
There's an age restriction on comic?
No, there's not. There's an age restriction in Shirley's patience.
Okay, Nope, I completely understand. Yep.
And so he turned 10. I thought he was mature enough. We could bring him along. So we got him a ticket as well. And then their older sister decided that she also wanted to come. So she was not going to drive. So her fiance also came and became a whole thing. Maybe I'll censor on a picture. I probably won't. So I won't say insert picture here of family. But then we got to go. And like there was so much excitement. And it's so much excitement built around it. The days finally came. It felt so surreal. I requested 4 days off from work to make sure I could go.
Which is crazy.
Yeah. And if you know me, I don't really request time off from work.
Even when she should.
Yeah.
She doesn't.
Like, I had my wisdom tooth extracted one day, and I went to work the very next day. So I took those days off from work. I went, and it was so exciting. And then Sunday came around, which was the last day. And my sister and I were taking Polaroid pictures outside as we were leaving. And it was so sad. Like, we had spent all that time so excited, getting our costumes ready, pumping up, making sure we wake up early, making sure we take our water, making sure our phones were charged. Then when we got there, we were making sure that we were going to every stand, which it kind of sucked this year, not gonna lie. The people were there. The problem was that I think vendors weren't so sure that it was going to sell out the way that it did.
And it's still in some gray areas. Like, big events are,
Yeah. But the thing is, like, Comic-Con, because it's at Javits Center, you needed to be fully vaccinated in order to go. And you needed proof that you were fully vaccinated. And then, unless you were under the age of 11, which is why I remembered my cousin's age.
Okay.
If you're under the age of 11, you need a PCR test within the last 6 hours.
A negative PCR test.
A negative PCR test within the last 12 hours and it needed to come back negative. So my cousin had brought his results because he was only 10. And then my other cousins were vaccinated. So we were all good. We got our wristbands and we went. And it was just so much hype around it that when it ended, me and my sister just kind of looked at each other and didn't know what to do with ourselves.
Yeah.
Like, all that hype and it's over.
Yeah.
And now all we have are these pictures, which is why I'm so big on taking pictures. Like, if you know me in real life, you know that I'm taking pictures of everything. It's a little annoying sometimes. I know it is. We were sitting down to eat and I told Sarana she couldn't eat until I took a picture of the food. And then once I took a picture of the food, I was like, all right. I gave her birthday/Christmas gift. And as I'm handing her the gift, I'm like, wait, I need to take a picture of me handing you the gift.
No, but honestly, those are things I'm really grateful for because you have pictures of moments of my life.
Yeah.
That I wouldn't have otherwise. And because of my really awful memory, I'm so grateful to have them because they not only help me remember, but they solidify memories and help the neurons kind of like fire off and like create those links to properly remember those moments. And I'm honestly just really grateful for that.
I have a lot of pictures of Annie eating also.
Yeah.
It's always her eating.
Oh, that was the things that we did pre-Panny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also have a lot of pictures of Nick. That's because he's always doing some kind of show. So I have like hundreds of pictures of this boy that I need to like delete off my phone.
Or like just drop it in a...
It's all in my Google Drive. I'm a hoarder.
Same.
So
big
I
digital
feel like,
hoarder. I keep too many things. And I don't need that screenshot from 2016 of
but what if I do tomorrow? That's my logic.
Yeah, I'm never going to. But you know, I have it just in case.
Yeah.
No, but I understand. I feel like events like that hit a lot harder for sure. Because like you're immersed in it for 4 days straight. And then it's just over.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, it just leaves you sort of empty. So a couple days ago, really, Dreamcatcher had their Halloween. Well, by the time you guys are seeing this, it's probably like a month ago. But for me, it's currently November 3rd. So the concert was a couple days ago. And because of time zones, that meant that the concert started at 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And so I went to bed 10 p.m. Well, 9:15 p.m. because that's the person that I am. Gotta get my grandma hours in. I woke up for the concert and I was exhausted, yes. But the experience that I felt during the concert, watching like these people that I absolutely adore performing their hearts out, like seeing just how much fun they have and like how much they belong on stage, and then for it to just be over.
Yeah.
Like, even though it was a digital experience,
It was an experience nonetheless.
and the tickets went on sale a good month beforehand, right? And I did a giveaway so that someone else who may not have otherwise had the means to would be able to experience it. And I wish I was in a position to do that at a higher level, because I cannot even explain how much joy that giveaway brought me, and how grateful that person was. But we had a language barrier, sure, because they didn't really properly speak English, but they were just so grateful. And even in their language, they excitedly sent me, like, I understood enough, to feel like grounded in my decision to do such a thing. Because listen, when you do those things online, especially on Twitter, like, you don't know, it's up for grabs. You don't know if someone's gonna win your giveaway and then try to resell that later for like a higher price or whatever. There were so many replies. I really wish I could have given away more tickets, because even after the concert ended, they tweeted again and was like, that was amazing, thank you for this opportunity, blah blah blah. And I wish I was in a better position to like do that for more people.
Yeah, I feel that. A lot of things I don't go to is because I don't have the money for it. And I mean, like, sure, I do if I stop
drinking chai every morning, yeah,
and recklessly spending money. But it's my ADHD. It's impulse spending apparently is a thing.
It's also a destructive coping mechanism, but that's a story for another time.
Because it's connected to your love language, and mine is gift giving. Clearly.
The web just gets deeper and darker.
But I feel that. I picture this. It is 2018. No, 2019, 2018.
I was like, we're back in school?
It's 2019. Tickets for the Harry Styles concert has just gone on sale. Caitlin still has a best friend at this point, and this is relevant to the story. And her best friend had class that day. Caitlin was off. I had work. So we all sent Caitlin our money for her to buy the tickets. It is 2019. I want to say the tickets went on sale May or April. Caitlin manages to snag not floor seats, which is what we wanted general floor seats, but we got pretty decent seats. Do we pay an arm and a leg for it?
Absolutely.
It's Harry Styles at Madison Square Garden.
First of all, it's Harry Styles. Second of all, it's Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
Like, you are paying a kidney and a half for floor tickets.
And she was on the queue for like 20 something minutes. And we managed to get pretty decent seats, which we were really happy about. And then 2020 happens. That's when the concert was supposed to happen.
So the tickets went on sale 2019 for the 2020
June
tour.
Concert. Yeah.
Yes.
So the concert was supposed to be June 3rd or something like that of 2020. COVID hits. Yay. And concerts get postponed. Big events get postponed. So no Comic-Con for Shirley. No Harry Styles for Shirley. No job for Shirley. And...
oh, excuse me. Miss Forlone.
Yes, okay.
I had no job. I was properly put out of work.
Fair enough. And we get really sad because we don't know when the concert is.
It's postponed indefinitely. So it's a lot up in the air. It was not... obviously, it happened to a whole bunch of events that were planned for 2020 and even early 2021. But it was just this big gray area.
Yeah. And then it's announced. So then in 2019, he also adds additional dates for his 2020 tour. And one of them was supposed to be his last concert in New York. And it was called Harry Ween. It was October 31st. And he encouraged people to dress up, come to his concert. He was going to dress up. It was going to be a whole event. My sister and I managed to get general floor seats. And we are ecstatic. Did we pay an arm, a kidney, a leg, and a left eyeball? Absolutely. Was I happy to pay it? Absolutely.
Not that much, but was it worth it in retrospect?
For the experience.
Questionable at best.
It was my first time floor seats. So it was worth it for the experience. Would I do it again? No. I'm too short for general floor.
Trust me, dude. Trust me.
So then it gets announced that the concert is going to happen in 2021. And I believe the first one was in early October. Because it was the weekend before Comic-Con happened. Comic-Con happened the second weekend of October. So like the 7th, 8th, 9th. The concert happened the 3rd of October. This is why I said it's relevant. Kayla no longer has this best friend. But if you recall, 5 minutes ago, the 3 of us bought tickets together. They did not end on a good note, not because of anything particular that happened, but they drifted, and then suddenly my sister was blocked on everything by this person. And we have no idea why, because this person did not block me off of anything. But
people are just weird with communication and letting go of things.
One of the things we were dreading was this person was going to show up and it was going to kind of ruin the experience because of all the like hostility there. But my sister figured she probably sold her ticket and is probably not going to show up. And if she does show up, then we can always try to find empty seats and kind of just like move away or whatever.
Skedaddle, yeah.
And the thing is, my sister was like, it's cool. Like, I have no hostility towards her. If she's there, she's there. Like, she's there for Harry. She's not there for me. So it doesn't really matter, which is great. We go to the concert. Super excited. When I tell you the nausea that hit me when we got online for the concert, this was the first big event post-quarantine that I had ever gone to. There were so many people. I remember messaging Sarana like, dude, I'm so nauseous right now. Like the anxiety is crazy. But then once you're immersed and you're in it, and it's
different.
It was just the energy. Everyone is so sweet and everyone is kind of going through the same thing.
Yeah, it's like everyone, no time in history has everyone experienced such a high level of uncertainty connected with the internet. So everything happening in real time. Oh dear, there's a fly. 2020 is an experience like this set of people are never gonna forget.
Yeah.
And to be in that together and then go to such a large scale event, assumingly for the first time in a very long time. Yeah, I'm 100% sure 95% of people were absolutely going through it, except for like that 5% who just completely had disregarded the pandemic. But
the pandemic, But that was also like such a beautiful thing, is that I know a lot of people were angry about this, but all the events that I went to had mandatory vaccination mandates.
100% in support for that.
I'm here for, because having COVID does not necessarily mean it's going to show up positive on your test results if you just got it, but you could still be carrying it and spreading it to other people. So a test doesn't really do much to calm me down.
Also, despite vaccinations, there are still existing variations of COVID, and people are still getting sick. So the way that people are also campaigning that the vaccines aren't working, we have a new strain of the flu every year.
It's also, something can't work if not enough people are using it.
Yeah.
And, throwback to the at work who told me vaccines are killing more people than COVID. I've just been complaining about this all week, so I just wanted to mention it here.
I'm just over, dude, I'm not hanging out with you unless you're vaccinated. Yeah. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're family. I don't care if you're friends. I don't care if we've been, the closest human beings could ever be close. I do not care. If you're not vaccinated, my dude, I don't know what to tell you.
I don't think I've hung out with anybody. The only people that I associate with that are not vaccinated are people I work with. They have their own personal beliefs for not being vaccinated, but we get tested once a month.
Which I still don't think is enough.
Yeah, I don't think it's enough either, but we only get paid 1 hour for testing, so...
That's on the company, yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, they strongly encourage vaccination. They even gave us vaccination, like PTO, so if you go get a vaccine, they'll pay you for it, which... And now the state also pays you for it.
I wish I could cash in. I looked at it and it was like only after this date. And I was like, dude, I missed the date by like 3 days.
Dude, I got vaccinated and the following week, I got my second dose, and the following week my company was like, we will now be paying people to get vaccinated. And I was like, cool, so I did it for free.
Which there are places in the world where people are still struggling to get vaccines, where they are paying ridiculous amounts of money. And people are turning it down here for free.
For incentives.
I'm...
Like, my grandparents cried when they got the vaccine in Ecuador. Like, they're obviously elderly. And my grandfather didn't qualify because he had just had a surgery. And so they told him he had to wait a month to get it. But my grandma was able to get it. And my grandfather sent us a video of my grandma getting the vaccine. And she was in tears. And then when my grandfather got it, he was in tears because they finally got to get it. And it honestly made me feel so much more comfortable because my grandparents are old and they're living in a country where people aren't taking it seriously.
Yeah, it's just...
And even here, people aren't taking it seriously. Like, people are trying to find ways to fake vaccine cards, which is why I kind of like the idea of the Excelsior app, because you can't really fake it if they're scanning it and then putting your ID, versus, like, here's my card that I could have made on, like, Photoshop.
Which I also think was really dumb. It's 2021. I had to think about that. Honestly, the years are just blurring together. Come on, they could have figured out a much better, more reliable way of tracking this than a piece of cardboard.
Yeah, so here's the thing. I laminated mine because I'm irresponsible. And now I have to get a booster shot. So now I have to say I lost it so they can write me a new one so that I can laminate that one. But then there's no point. So I might as well, like, because I might need another booster shot and then they might have to write it again. It's just...
Anyway, so events... I'm sorry.
Yes.
That was a ramble, but it's just so... It makes me angry that there are literal professions that are supposed to be saving people that are going out and blocking things like the Brooklyn Bridge in protest against the vaccine. Like, you are trying to save lives here and you are doing the exact opposite of what your goal is of your job, of your profession.
But, like, here's also the thing. Like, I know this is not what we were talking about, but all right, let's say for whatever reason you don't want to get vaccinated, you don't think you know enough, you haven't done the research, whatever the case may be. I respect it. Respect me. Wear your mask. You don't believe in the vaccine? Fine. Some kind of protection. You don't want to get the vaccine? Great. I don't want to get sick. So wear your mask when you're around me or when you're inside of a small area. But I know people who don't wear masks and they don't believe in the vaccine. So you can't choose a struggle. Choose a struggle. You can't have both.
A mask is not oppressing your rights. It's really not. Are you wearing shoes and a shirt to go into a restaurant? Cool. Your rights are not being oppressed. Just get over it. Oh.
But yeah, then for Halloween we went
the mood change. The drastic mood change there.
We went to Halloween and my sister and I dressed up as Beetlejuice and Lydia. I will send a picture. I think I did send a picture, so Sarana can use that picture. But if not, yes, right, I will send it again. The previous day we had gone to a family get-together, which was only about like 7 or 8 of us, and we were all fully vaccinated. There was one dude I didn't know, but I'm assuming he's vaccinated, presuming positive intent. But the rest of us were. Food was bussin'. And it was a fun time. But when Halloween was over, we walked out and it was just like
devastation.
Now what? Like, now we have absolutely nothing to look forward to. Like, we had the Harry Styles concert, then we had Comic-Con, then we had the other Harry Styles concert to look forward to, and now we have nothing. So naturally now me and Killen are planning on buying tickets to see Broadway shows in February, so we have something to look forward to.
Hey, we have the holiday season that's rapidly approaching.
I'm broke, so I'm not looking forward to the holiday season, but that is another episode.
Yeah. So with all that considered, and our rant included, because honestly, that's going to live in this episode, and it's also going to be cut into just a standalone rant, which would be found in a card. I don't know which side the cards are. Somewhere up. Somewhere, in the realm. Post-concert depression. Post-event depression. Once you have like massive life events or events that you put a lot of energy and anticipation towards, I don't know, for lack of a better word, the devastation that you feel afterwards hits hard. Like, I've watched, at this point, 3 online Dreamcatcher concerts. One of them was a 2-day event. And that was crazy because it was like 8 a.m. for me, or 9 a.m. or something. Mm. And after day 1, I was like, all right, sick, I have day 2 to look forward to. After day 2, I was supposed to have a full day of work.
Yeah.
But I was just so empty.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't know what I was supposed to do for the rest of the day. I presumably I just watched one of the most amazing performances and arrangements of some of my favorite songs ever. And I was supposed to carry on with the normal, quote unquote, normal day.
Yeah.
I didn't. Spoiler. I completely just spent the day, I believe, on Discord voice chat with friends being like, guys, I don't know what to do anymore. Dreamcatcher concert's over. I can only watch illegal replays.
See, which is something I can't do. Like, if I'm not immersed in the moment, I can't watch it. Like, my sister watches interviews, and I know you watch interviews. Like, when you get hyperfixated on a show, you watch interviews after interviews, and so does my sister.
Don't worry, I've watched the entire year's worth of ESPA content that I could possibly watch. Even, I know I said I would never watch gaming videos. I watched supercuts of highlights of their games.
See, I can't do that.
I'm down bad. Can you tell?
I can't watch interviews unless there's a gimmick. And even then, it's only when my sister's like, we're going to watch this video. And I'm like, okay. But it's not something I'm actively seeking. Like, if I'm not immersed in the moment, I don't want it. I can't watch a concert performance. It's the same reason I can't watch award shows. I'm not there, so I don't care.
Most award shows are pretty bad anyways.
I mean, yeah, it was trash for the Kids' Choice Awards. All right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I miss events, even though I am an introvert through and through.
Yeah, I have no idea how I'm going to go back to real concerts. Like, enjoying a concert from the comfort of my own bed at 2 a.m. Yeah. Thank you. I've enjoyed it very much. Not the 2 a.m. part, but, you know.
I can't do anything on my bed but sleep. Like, I can't sit there and watch TV. Even when we've watched shows with, like, Annie and Russell, I've fallen asleep mid-episode, and then I wake up like, oh,
You're also massively sleep deprived.
This is fair. After the Harry Styles concert, I got home at 3 a.m. at Halloween, and then I went to work at 9 a.m. the very next day.
Insane. But this is who we are as people.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's just notes for anyone who eventually has us on interviews. We would like to play games while we're being interviewed.
Yes.
I will probably not be able to speak properly because I will definitely be engrossed. Like, if we're playing Jenga, I will 100% have my attention on Jenga. But, you know, just little tidbits for anyone who goes back and watches these things. But, you know.
I feel like we should do that. We should just get a bunch of random, embarrassing questions on a tower of Jenga.
100%. Let's do it.
And let's play it. Let's
Holiday season. Holiday season themed.
Yes.
Keep an eye out for that. But, as always, hope you've enjoyed. Hope you're staying safe out there. And, you know, get vaccinated if you can, if it's available to you. And we'll catch you guys next time. Bye. Vaguely adult. Things are just vaguely adult.